ethical, responsible organisation would dream of attempting to extract assurances from children, let alone holding them to it for life on pain of being shunned if they change their minds. It's insane. But it's also transparently obvious why they'd work that way. The leaders of this group know full well that if the children of existing witnesses were encouraged to, or even not dissuaded from, hold off on dedicating their lives until they reached legal age, until they had some higher education, some exposure to other belief systems, even basic critical thinking skills, most of them would reject the beliefs of their parents. And that loss of power, of labour, and most of all, of course, revenue, is unthinkable for this organisation. So what do? They lock you in long before you reach adulthood. They use coercive control. They use fear. They use threat to indenture children. Now, when it's you, when it's your life, when you really are just a good kid who wants to make their family and community proud, only to then find yourself trapped in a belief system you don't believe in, and a life that makes you unspeakably unhappy because that is the only way to have a relationship with your family. I mean, where do you even start knowing what to do with the cost and the loss and the waste? I don't have a clue. I feel like possibly the closest I can get is to assert the control over my life that I have fought so hard for, and that's why I'm here today. So while there are children in there that are making promises, mostly innocent of the possible fallout, I'm here as an adult, fully cognizant of the effect saying yes a couple of times and getting dunked under some water can actually end up having on your life. I've also got the experience, I've got the maturity, the clarity, the emotional intelligence to be capable of dedicating myself to something. So I am going to use a similar format to the one they use in there, and I want to make a public declaration of my own. Do I believe that the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses are the only channel of a higher power, and that as such they have the right to demand lifelong fealty, loyalty and devotion from children and teenagers? No, I do not. Do I accept that I must live my life in subjection and submission, tolerate being dominated, rampant misogyny, and in my own personal case, extreme mental and emotional abuse, simply because I'm a woman? No. Do I agree that some random bunch of self-appointed ridiculous old men in America were ever entitled to dictate deeply personal elements of my life? Everything from what I wore, how I looked, what I read, what I watched, what I listened to, what I was interested in, how I spent my time, my education, my career, my medical choices, who my friends were, who I loved, and my sexuality. And all of this based on their own constantly changing interpretation of an ancient text, and oftentimes just their own whim. No, just no. This organisation here have taken things from me that were not theirs to take, based on a couple of affirmative responses from an anxious child. And most of that, I can't ever get it back. What I can do today is declare my baptism as a Jehovah's Witness and everything that entailed null and void. I will not hold myself to something I entered into in those circumstances. And I do not accept that any other person, group or power has the right to do so. I am not responsible or accountable for the situation I was placed in as a child. It shouldn't be happening to the children in there. It shouldn't happen to the thousands of people that are born into organisations like this and have to face family estrangement, or worse, simply to live as their authentic selves, and it should not have happened to me. I wish with every fibre of my being that it had not happened to me, but it did, and today, finally, I've fixed it, and it's done, and I'm drawing a line because it's time, and I can't get lost in this anymore. So now I can go forward. I can dedicate the rest of my life to being the best version of myself, to the family and the friends that I've gathered around me, who do love me unconditionally, and to my fellow survivors. I can resolve that I can do good, that I can live authentically and be accountable just to myself and to my fellow man. That right there is my dedication, and I am so grateful to everybody here and to anybody that's watched this so far for witnessing that with me today. Thank you so much.